Hello and welcome to Bob's Programming Academy. In this video, we present a food tracking application built using Django and Bootstrap 5 that uses a PostgreSQL database to store data. This application allows users to track their food consumption, count calories and macronutrients in their diet, and monitor their weight. So how does this application work? First, create a new account. To access your user profile, click the user icon in the top right corner. Here you can find basic information such as the username, the date and time you join, and the date and time of your last login. Here you can also record your weight. To do that, select a date in the date picker, enter your weight in kilograms and click Add. Once you are signed in, you can access the food list. The food list is paginated. When you click View Details, you see the details of a selected food item. For each food on the list, you can see its category, the number of calories, and the macronutrient breakdown, that is, the amount of fats, carbohydrates and protein in 100 grams of the product. You can also see food items by category. Click Add Food to add a new food item to the food list. You need to enter the details of the new food item. Let's add tuna. We can see that tuna has been added to the food list. Click Food Log to log your food consumption. In addition to the values for each individual product, we can see the total number of calories, fat, carbohydrates, and protein for that date. Furthermore, the macronutrient breakdown is displayed on the chart. Let's create a new account. Enter your username, email address and password. You'll be automatically signed in after registration. For the purpose of this demonstration, I will set the username to Joe, email to joe@bobsprogrammingacademy.com and password to pass1234! To access your user profile, click the user icon in the top right corner. Here you can record your weight. Let's add a few more records so that we can see the weight history nicely displayed on the chart. Click Food Log to log your food consumption. Let's say we've consumed oatmeal for breakfast. I will add oats, a banana, and milk. You can add food items either from the application, as we demonstrated a few minutes ago, or through Django Admin. To access Django Admin, go to http:127.0.0.1 port 8000/admin. In my case, the username is Bob and the password is pass1234! Click the food link and then click Add Food. Let's add salmon. Enter the data and then click Save. We refresh the page and we can see that salmon has been added to the food list. To get access to this project, go to the project's GitHub repository. You can find the link in the description section below. Next, press the Download Zip button to download the code. Once you have downloaded and unzipped the project, open it in Visual Studio Code or some other code editor of your choice. Before we start, make sure that you have all the required prerequisites installed on your machine. The prerequisites for this project are Python, PostgreSQL, and Visual Studio Code. Alternatively, you can use some other code editor. First, create a virtual environment in the root folder. To create a virtual environment, open the terminal and from the root directory run python -m venv. Next, activate the virtual environment by running the command source venv/bin/activate. Next, install Python packages listed in the requirements.txt file. Pip install -r requirements.txt. Next, set up a PostgreSQL database. Depending on your operating system, the steps here might be slightly different, so please check the PostgreSQL documentation for your operating system. If you are using Mac like me, and you've installed PostgreSQL using the Homebrew package manager, open a new terminal window and run brew services start PostgreSQL. This command starts the PostgreSQL database server. The procedure to start the server will differ depending on your operating system and the way you've installed PostgreSQL on your machine. So again, please check the PostgreSQL documentation for more information. With PostgreSQL up and running, run the command drop db -if -exists food. Next, start pSQL, which is a terminal-based frontend to PostgreSQL, by running the command pSQL postgres. Next, create a new PostgreSQL database. Create database food semicolon. Next, create a new database admin user. Create user your username with superuser password, single quote, your password, single quote, semicolon. Of course, replace the strings your username and your password with your own username and a secure password of your choosing. Make sure you remember that username and password because you will need them later. For the purpose of this demonstration, I will set the username to Bob and the password to pass1234! To quit pSQL, run \q. Next, set up environment variables. From the root directory, run touch.env. The touch command will create the .env file in the root directory. This command works on Mac and Linux, but not on Windows. If you are a Windows user, instead of using the command line, you can create the .env file manually by navigating in Visual Studio Code to the Explorer and selecting the option New File. You need to declare environment variables in the .env file. Make sure you don't use quotation marks around the strings. First, set up a secret key. The database name is food. The database user and database password are the username and password of the admin user you created a few moments ago using pSQL. In my case, the database user is Bob and the database password is pass1234! Set up the database host to localhost. Next, run migrations. From the root directory, run python manage.py make migrations. Python manage.py migrate. Next, create an admin user to access the Django admin interface. From the root directory, run python manage.py create superuser. When prompted, enter a username, email, and password. For the purpose of this demonstration, I will set the username to Bob, no email, and the password to pass1234! To start the application, from the root directory, run python manage.py run server. Go to http 127.0.0.1 port 8000 to view the application. You can add food items either from the application, as we demonstrated a few minutes ago, or through Django admin. Sign in using the admin username and password created a few minutes ago by running the command python manage.py create superuser. Let's add tuna. We can see that tuna has been added to the food list. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel. It really helps with the algorithm to get our videos out there to more and more people so that we can continue making them. We really appreciate it. Also, you can leave a comment below on what you would like to see in future videos. Thanks for watching.